EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Down. 10 at the 48-yard line. 45. White. Set. Go.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set. Ready. Black. 95.
Young to throw it. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legrand. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Young. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. 10 black. Cut.
Young going to give to Brooks. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now Young. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To the air, Penix. Flushed out right. And complete to Drake London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Over the middle, caught by London. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will find his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this one.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throwing, Young. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
60 red. Set, go.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Ready,
this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
45, white, zoom, black. Shot, 17, hut.
Young. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Ready.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Young now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Here we ready.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Looking to throw. Penix. Got a man. It's London. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Robinson up the middle. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
pass incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Officially just 20. There on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
On the down, set.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Young to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Here's Young throwing on 4th down. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right. And looking to throw, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Ligon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Penix. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down and 8. Throwing again, Penix. Dancing to his left. Looking outside, he's got a man. That's Bishop. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, there's a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Forced out to his left. is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Ready. 10 black.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 4. They'll look to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To throw again is Penix. And he's going to be taken down and sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go. 10 cycles. 53. Hut, hut.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. That's a strong run. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll find ETN, and he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of the football.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Robinson on a give right side. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Steps away. That one deep for London. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To the air, Penix throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Coup now for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it out. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
2nd and 10. The gun, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scurton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 60-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Okay, right? Here we go.
Young will set to throw. Flush in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. James Pierce. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Here is third and quite a ways.
Watch out now. 50 series.
To throw, Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Watts. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now a handoff up the middle. Moreland. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw with Penix being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's good game. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
First down.
It'll be Young again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's first down.
Set. Ready.
Young. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hand it to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go! Cowboy, check up!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Toss play to Robinson. Nice little juke. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Yellow, 22. Set.
One last shot for Young. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity.